This is so upsetting to me, as you can see. But the good news is I have remedies. So let's talk about the kids going to school. And what I want to do is finish up with this thread that I was telling you. The Orange County Board of Education voted for the schools to open. And the governor in California said the schools must remain closed. And the individual school districts that have waivers and are opening up or got permission to open up, they are opening up and requiring students to wear masks. They're having a split schedule where the students go to school 2 days a week and then a different group goes the other 2. And then you're supposed to be on Zoom and digital learning and all that nonsense. You can fill in the blank with a different word that probably also violates my religious liberty. You can say whatever you like. I think you know what's on my mind. But anyhow, what I want to say is this. All of that is nonsense. And I have been fighting this fight for months. And this is even a lawsuit in the state of California that has been rejected. I hope it's being appealed and refiled, that these schools should open normally. Now, I have served as a consultant for different private schools where they've asked me to come on board and to share my information about this and my opinion. And I've had the headmasters of these private schools tell me point blank, we agree with you. We understand these hardships for the students and the parents, but we are not going to be the outlier. What that means is that they don't want to break ranks, so to speak, from the other schools. They don't want to be the first to lead the way. If another school started having, kids without the masks and all that, they might follow suit, but they don't want to break ranks. And the reason is because they are operating out of fear. They are operating out of fear and they are operating out of ignorance. I hope that they're not operating out of incompetence. And I sincerely hope they are not operating out of intentional deception. And I've spoken about those things before. Those really are the 3 options. They're either ignorant, and they're ignorant in that they think that they'll be sued if a child gets sick at their school. Well, let's see. For the last 40 or 50 years, has any school been sued from a child getting the flu at school? No, because there's no law for that. It's not even a crime. You can't be sued for that, at least in California. You don't get an illness from a place. You get an illness from a person. And first of all, that person has to know that they're sick. And secondly, they have to intentionally try to inflict you with that illness. It's extremely difficult to prove. In fact, it's virtually impossible to prove. So these schools are ignorant. They are ignorant in the fact of their liability, because the opposite is true. You may have a teacher or a child that's wearing a mask and they pass out and they hit their head. Now they are going to have a whopper of a lawsuit against them. So they need to be educated by their insurance companies. They need to understand their liability. And first of all, they are not medical doctors. They do not even have the responsibility to tell a child to wear a mask. Therefore, there is no liability. The entire thing is absolutely insane. So the reason I'm saying this is because I really want to hit home what a worthless cause it is to talk to these schools any longer. All right? I've said it. It's worthless. It's a waste of your time. Please do not book an appointment with me to ask me, Peggy, how can I talk sense into the school district? You can't. I don't know what else to say. You can't. You can't. You would have to get rid of everybody on the school board, get rid of everyone in the school district, and start from scratch with people who have common sense.